Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Vinna Shakyla from class Numerical Method 03. In this video, I would like to present my quiz answer. So far, this is question for number one. Elaborate your understanding of conscious thinking using the E5 concept. So, what is conscious thinking? Conscious thinking or consciousness is how we become aware of our thoughts. This is initial stage where you become aware of the problem, and this is involved recognizing that there's problem to be solved and starting to consider it. Notice the present of problem and begin to mentally engage with it, and we have to ask ourselves what problem needs my attention and why I have to conscious. Just something like that question. Okay, next, how we get our conscious. We can use the A5 method to solve it. And what is in the A5 is first, we have an intention. So this is step involves setting our mind to solve the. It includes the mental preparation and commitment to engage with the problem solving process. Identify the problem at hand or clearly state your objective. Also, so that we are always given grace by the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So we have must have a sincere intention to know Allah more deeply. Everything we do in this world for Allah, if we have a good intention, God willing, and our path will be made easier. Okay, second is the initial thinking about the problem. This stage step involves gathering all relevant information and we understanding the context of the problem, and we can review the problem statement carefully. So we need to identify and note down the key element and information provided and think about what you know and what we know and what we need to find out. Okay, next, third is ideal idealization. In this step we're gonna using all of data that we have gather, and also we need to know uh, what formula or equality that is fits to solve the problem. So we need to determine the relevant mathematical principle, formulas or equation that apply to your problem to our problem, and write down the formula and understand how they relate to this problem. Okay, last one is instruction. So we will substitute the given data or numbers into the identified formulas to find a solution. And in this case, we recommend to use softwares like CFD to help us accomplish the question. We need to software to compare formulas or equation that is hard for us to count manually, and plug in the values from the problem into the formulas and perform the necessary calculation to arrive at the solution. Okay, next we move to question number two. There's a problem in engineering that is required to solve using numerical method using the A5 to deal or solve the problem. Here we have an example case with numerical method. We can determine various aerodynamics properties such as lift, drag, and pressure distribution in aircraft wing. Understanding these properties is crucial for optimizing wing design for better performance, efficiency, and safety. First step, of course, we need to prepare what is our intention. In this case, we want to know Navier-Stokes equation govern to motion of the fluid substance such as air and water. For incompressible flow, these equations are, and don't forget everything we want to learn is to know more about God. And next is initial thinking about the problem. For this case, we have assumed data for you. You refer to velocity field. P is the pressure field and rho is the fluid density. And V is kinematic viscosity. Also, there is F is to represent external forces. After we have assumed all the component, we move to the next step, that is idealization. We need several formulas such as continuity equation, mass conservation, that is the formula is W equal to 0, and second one is momentum equation, that is U per dot T plus U times nabla u equal to negative 1 per p times nabla p plus f plus v nabla. Okay, after we have the formula, we move to the last step, that is instruction. And in this step, we can use software to help us finish the problem. We only need to input a number and the formula, and we let the software accomplish the problem. Okay, next we go to the next question. The failure of the A5 using in my learning process. Of course, while studying with Mr. Dai, I get a quite good added value, especially uh, from studying the DeFi method. There's three values that I think are quite useful for me. There are always rely on Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and I value time more, be more focused when starting class, and uh, having a good time management. For example, in my class, usually before implementing the E5, I will always felt sleepy in class, and I so didn't. It's hard for me to focus when I start learning. However, when I start to get to know more about the E5, I become more sincere in studying, and as a result, I am happier and easier to understand in class, as well as I became more appreciative of my time when the class had to start it. Okay, this is the last question. Do some self evaluation or muhasabah. Okay, so for example, when I'm studying in interday class, of course I reflect on myself. I have to reflect on myself. I have felt how I perform in my class and so on. There's three basic points. They become my evaluation. There are namely confidence, especially in arguing, or maybe I have to be more confident when I have to give some my argumentation or my talk in the class, and then communication with Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and then improving time management and adaptability. Okay, so during this time, I realized that I was very shy and not confident for. So it can be my evaluation for the next level or the next class. So I for further evaluation, future evaluation, I want to become more confident and also be able to easily adapt to new lecturer or classes. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So we have in the last stage. Uh, so that is all from me, and thank you.